the society in which we are, it's a compromising society. Many of these officers are human beings like us, like you and I. They have families, they have parents, they have wives, they have children. And most times when they go out there, they put their lives at risk. Several times, many of them have been harassed, beaten. I can tell you, I myself, as a junior officer in Oshodi Solo, I've been locked up in a house and slapped. So, what does the system do? I can tell you, what does the system did for me then? You know what the PS then said? Said he was telling the owner of that. I said, don't mind those boys. Only know what they are looking for money to collect. Wow. So when you say that to a developer, you embodied it. So when officers of the ministry or the agencies come, they will tie them down and beat them like dogs. I've been in an operation as an officer in Oshodi Solo where the head of the team was beating blue-black. His clothes torn, and the orders were given that they should arrest these people. You know what the DPO of that station said? He said, we will have to look for a way to resolve this, because even if we want to do anything, they will come and meet us at home at night. So if you are an officer, you go through that, or your fellow officer went through that. We don't want to stick your head out and say you want to enforce to the fullest. So that's also breed corruption. That 21 story you mentioned, before I went there, most of the officers from Lakwa were saying they went there and they were harassing them with guns. And several cases all over the states. So what are you doing about it? We have arrested people and you take them to the police station and you go back and they tell you it's not the real person you are arrested. And they release them without your instruction. There's a filling station in Dawo Estate. Had it been that guy did not use helmet, they would have cut his head into two, sliced him into two. We arrested the owner. But they left him off the hook. The owner of that 21 story you mentioned, I arrested him, put him in a Black Maria. He was released. So, what do you tell an officer who has a parent at home and wife and children at home to kill himself when the system is not there to protect you? It's just unfortunate. But that does not mean it should breed corruption and ineptitude. But it should go that way. When an officer is having difficulties. One of those things I do when I was there, you dare not beat or harass my officer on site. I will come there myself. So you have to give that officer that protective shield so that he knows if he comes around, you won't try to beat or harass him or her. But if that is not there, if you are not protecting them, it's like a jungle. And the developers are there. And we've seen several cases, and it's just a bad thing for us. But that's how we are caught out for.